Hey guys, it's Marisha. I've been promising to do a video to show you what I put in my hair and how I put the products in. So today's that day. So I've told you guys before the products that I use in my water bottle. There's cold water, there's aloe vera juice, and there's vegetable glycerin. About 2 ounces of aloe vera juice and about a teaspoon of vegetable glycerin for this 8-ounce bottle of water. And I also use Eco Styler. I prefer this one, the argan oil version of it. So anyway, here we go. So as you can see, I've already done the other half of my hair, so you can get a pretty good idea of what it's all going to look like once it's done. But here is my hair with absolutely no product in it at all. This hair has just been freshly washed, and it's still damp, but it's not dripping wet. It's just, I just wanted you guys to see how it looks without anything in it. So it's easiest to work with small sections. So I'm going to go ahead and separate this half. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I just wanted to take a second to talk about something that's been on my mind, and that is the fact that we all have a choice about how we feel. Everything that happens to us, you can choose how you feel about that thing that happened. So I lost my job about 1.5 years ago, and honestly, I never felt bad about it. My feelings weren't hurt. I wasn't angry. Honestly, it felt like a weight had been lifted because that job no longer resonated with who I am. I was required to do things that didn't make me feel good. So it was for the best that that company and I parted ways. So now here I am. I am an intuitive life coach. I help people tap into their intuition in order to achieve what they want in this life, to get better productivity, to just have more fun, to be more physically healthy, to get more balanced in general. Because the answers that we all seek are already inside of us. We all know. You ever have that experience where you say, I should have followed my first mind? Yeah, you should have, because that was your intuition that was telling you what to do. I can't tell you how many times I heard a little voice that said, oh, don't, drop my water bottle. Hang on. I can't tell you how many times I had a little voice that said, don't get on the freeway, and then I don't get on the freeway. Or if I violate it, I get on the freeway and I end up in stupid traffic. So that intuition is real, people. So here's my gel application. You see how much I'm getting there. All right, and so I just squeeze it through. Squeeze, squeeze. So what this is doing is it's saturating each strand with the gel. As you know, you might see that it's already starting to separate a bit because the curls already want to get into their own little clusters. So I do this for a bit until it feels totally saturated. In fact, this feels like it needs more gel at the root. So see, I'm kind of separating the root there a little bit, kind of fanning the hair out across my hand. Hope you can see that okay. I got some real trigonometry going with this camera right now. I'm not even going to tell you about it. So I'm putting more gel in right now because it just doesn't feel the way I want it to feel. And that's better, much better. In fact, I'm going to need a little bit more water. It's important to keep this hair totally saturated during this whole process because you don't want to go ripping your hair out even with your hands. And by the way, I do only finger detangle my hair. The only time I use a comb, it's a rat tail, and I use it for parts. But that's about it. So my nails are really long right now, so I'm going through and I'm kind of just using the pads of my fingers because I don't want my hair getting stuck on my nails. Usually I would cut them, but I haven't gotten to it. So now I'm raking through. As you can see, the bottom has already kind of started to do its thing. Already separating. So I can focus on the root. Now the roots are where I need to cut the nail. See, my hair just got stuck on my fingernail. The roots are where, in my hair, it's really, really dense. So it requires much more attention. So I'm just going to turn a little bit so you can see. Okay. Alright. So I also have a sink here filled with water to rinse my hands and to take any shed hair off, because you don't want to keep putting that shed hair back into your head. You know, it kind of defeats the purpose. It doesn't help. And I have to cut this fingernail because it keeps getting snagged. So hang on. Anyway, so here we are. So now I'm just raking through. And I'll do this for a while until it feels totally detangled from root to tips. And I give this, you know, quite a bit of time and attention because I only have to do it once a week. Okay, so that feels really good, and it's all nice and detangled. The way that I go in through the root, rather than just raking through, like, so that's the point of doing the finger detangle, because you can feel every strand and you can tell. You see, like this right here, it's gotten, if I just rake through that, it'll break. So I have to be really careful about how I separate that, and I do that with the fingers. You see, just kind of pulling it apart that way. So yeah, these have been my products for a while. I stopped being a product junkie several years ago because I was spending way too much money on products that just didn't work. And once I got to a point where I found a product that worked for me, I couldn't really think of a reason to try anything else. So I've been through quite a few products. Every now and then I'll get a hankering to try something and I'll go out and give it a go, but this is my go-to. This is what works really well for me. So as the week goes on, because I'm going to blow dry this, I'm actually just going to put a nice cool burst of air on it because it's really warm right now. It's overcast and the humidity is high, but it's really warm. So I'm just going to give it a cool burst. See, and this is the, I hope you can see that. This is the shed hair that I'm getting. So, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Normal for a week. And in fact, this one, I haven't done my hair for about a week and a half because we had a family thing on Monday. So yeah, this is all good. This is ready to be pressed. Now, of course, when I say pressed, I don't mean with the pressing comb. I mean between my palms. I just press it through. And that's what helps to define the curls and helps the hair to clump nicely. So, here you go. Alright, so you can get a pretty good look at how that piece just panned out. This whole process is about an hour and a half for me from wash to blow dry. I've gotten really good at getting this thing done quickly. And then when I go to bed at night, I just pull it all up. They call that pineappling when you pull it all up and secure it to the top of your head. But I use a lock sock. See? Lock sock. That's really all it is. And it just keeps my hair out of the way, because I'm a hot girl. I sleep really hot, so I need that hair moved out of my way. And on top of that, pulling it up keeps it from getting really, really flat. And then in the morning I can just spritz it with the same water bottle, and I just put water in. I just spritz it very lightly because when I wake up I look like Marge Simpson. That hair is stuck straight up. So I take off the lock sock usually just before hopping in the shower, just so that the steam can kind of loosen it up a bit. And then I spritz it and then I shake it. Maybe I'll remember to record that tomorrow too. So anyway, I think you have a pretty good idea of how I lay this product in. So yeah, this video's gotten a little long, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill it there. Alright guys, talk to you later.